I'm going to do a quick video on how to draw a two-dimensional profile to use for a DXF. This came from a fellow knife maker, South Africa, Feral Edge. He sent me these 3 photos, and I've converted this one into a JPEG because it was in a GIF format, so it didn't work with what I needed to do. So we're going to work with those photos for the moment. Also, he sent some specifications, what he wants the knives to be, so that we have some ideas what scale to make things, which is important. Usually on a drawing I will have people include a measurement so that I know what size the things are going to be. First I want to do, I'm in Autodesk Fusion 360. You can get this available free for students' use. I'm going to start a new project. I'm going to call it Feral Edge because that's the name of his knife making. Alright, I'm going to double click that to open it. You can see that the folder is empty. I'm going to save the current design, which is empty as well. I'm going to save it as Puukko, which is a style of knife that he's asked to see drawn. Alright, I'm going to move that over to the front, the view cube, so we're looking straight on. I'm going to go ahead and you can see here where the Puukko design is being input into the Feral Edge project folder. Close that for now. Down here on this sculpt tab, I'm going to open the model, and this brings up the modeling toolbar. I'm going to press the new sketch, and I'm going to select this view here. This is the view that I want it to be on. So you have these 3 planes at the moment. I'm going to just select the back plane. Now into this, I want to bring one of those pictures. So I'm going to import or insert a background canvas. And you can see when I did that my view changed slightly. So just bring that all the way back to a flat front view, otherwise your canvas will be displayed crooked. Just something it does automatically, I think. I don't know how to stop it yet. I'm going to use this one for now. Select it, open it. That looks good there. Just say it's okay right like that. Alright, in his first dimension, or when you look at one of these, you'll need either, most of the customers that I draw for, they'll put I'll ask them just to put a line in there, and so they'll draw a line like 1 or 2 inches with a ruler, and then label it what distance, what length that line is that they drew. I'll use that to scale. On this one, he's actually given me a measurement that he wants his knife to be. I thought I just then I closed the whole thing down. Alright, so he wants the blade length to be 100 millimeters, the blade width to be 20, handle to be 115, and the stock thickness is 3.25. Alright. We're not going to worry a huge amount about the handle at this moment. We're just going to do a 2D of the knife, of the blank profile. Alright, this is the browser. This is where you can maneuver and navigate between your drawing planes and plates and all your elements of your drawing. First thing I want to do, because I usually draw in inches, I'm going to change this over to millimeters. Okay, so you just click on that and it allows you to change units. I'm going to open this. This is the background canvas. I'm going to right click on it, calibrate the canvas, and get this out of the way for a moment. Now I've got a cursor what I'm going to do is make a couple points on there. So let's see, get up here, drop a point right here, and a point right here, and I'm going to call that 100 inches because that's what he wants his blade length to be, or 100 millimeters. Alright, so now we're at the right scale for the 100 millimeters. What I'm going to do next is begin the sketch. So I'm going to edit this sketch here that I already had. I'm going to right click on there, edit it, go ahead and close this. Now I'm set up to begin drawing and tracing over this. I'm going to start with a line and just drop a point right here. I'm going to drop a vertical line straight down 20 millimeters because that's how long he wants, or how wide he wants it. Okay, I'm going to take another one out to right about, let's see, let's draw a line. There we go. I'm going to draw a straight line out. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and draw a line to the tip for the moment. Alright. Now what I want to do is, you know what, I'm going to back up. I'm going to draw this line out here. I'm going to just let my cursor sit on the tip. Right there, and I'm going to put in 100. Alright, my calibration wasn't right for some reason. Let's go back here and recalibrate. I'm going to go from here out to here. That's going to be 100. What is this? Oh, I see what happened. I had a little tiny line there that I didn't notice earlier. Okay, so get rid of that. And then go from there out to the end, 100. Alright. And for some reason I got this little thing up there, which I don't know where that came from. My fingers were just being clumsy, I think. Alright. I got a 20 millimeter this way, 100 millimeter that way. I'm going to come out here part way and drop another 20. Right about here is fine. Now when that little angle shows right in the corner, that means you're perpendicular. So I'll just type in a 20. Get a line there. I'm going to run this out to here. For now, so we got, this is 20, 20, the edges are parallel. I'm going to repeat that line function, grab it again. I'm going to run out a little bit more. I think right about there is where the straight line stops. You can see that again, the little angled blue line in the corner means I'm straight and perpendicular, whatever you want to call it. Drop that right there. Then I'm going to go up here and change to an arc function. Drop that there. Oh, that looks really good already. Just stop right like that. Alright. Now I'm going to just use a straight line function for a little while to trace this. Up there, right there. Click on that again. Bring it up to right about there. escape. Repeat the line over here. Sounds like a train going through town. Right to there. Alright, I'm going to delete this line because it was for reference only, not construction. And I'm going to delete this one. It's not required for the sketch, just for construction. Alright, now I'm going to bring this down. Right about there, I think. And this one's going to come up at a slight angle, about there, using straight lines. Now I'm going to switch over to an arc. Got the arc, first point, second point, third point. I'm going to do arc again, right click, select it up there, first point, second point. Alright, that's kind of goofy right there, so what I need to do is bring this in a little ways, this point. So I grab it, I'll select it, and I'm just going to drag it in. So I like it. Let's see, we'll let it go there, escape the function. That looks pretty good. Alright, we'll turn this. Let's see, let's take a quick look here at what we've done. I'm going to put the shift key and the track wheel button, and you can see what's happened here is this is the canvas, and then we've just traced over it and added a few of the critical dimensions that the client wanted to the canvas. Alright, straighten it back up. Oops, too far. Oh my goodness, where am I going? There we go. Back to the front. Alright, now you stop the sketch, just turn off the canvas by coming over to the browser and selecting that off. And this is what we have. We have a, when it turns, when it's pink, the way mine is set up, when it is pink, that indicates that you have a closed profile, and then it allows you to select it. At this point, you can come over to your sketch, right click it, and save it as a DXF. And the DXF file is the one that is used for doing the water jet, CNC water jet, or a CNC laser. I'm going to make a few more edits to this before we actually save it as a DXF. I'm just getting the rough draft in here. Alright, let's see. I'm not sure how that's going to work being offset. I'm going to go ahead and straighten that up with the top one so it's straight with the top one. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to redo that line. I'm going to start from here, go up parallel to the bottom, or perpendicular to the bottom, and just drop a line right there. I'm going to get rid of this line for the moment. Delete that. I'm going to delete this radius, or this arc right here. Delete that. Alright, I'm going to use, under the sketch tools, I'm going to use the fillet. This one, there. Oops. Let's try that again. This one to there. 3mm radius, that looks okay. Actually, I'm just going to match this top radius to be that because it looks good. We'll delete that one. And we will do the fillet again at 3mm because it just for uniformness. Alright, type in a 3, enter. Okay. So I think that's all the edits that I want to do. So now I can go ahead and, oops. Yeah, that's all the edits I want to do. Now what I'm going to do is right click. Let's see, now I want to do this. I'm going to stop this sketch first just because of my preference. Right click on the sketch. Save as a DXF. Alright, that was a previous one up there from a different profile that I did for him. Let's see, that's right. Go 1, so I know which one it is. Alright, so now the DXF is saved, and that's the part that a person would send to the shop to get their stuff cut. I'm going to do a little bit more drawing on here in the next video of this series.